Is the microphone working? Yes, it is. Come on. Focus on me. Focus on me. Thank you very much. Welcome, 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 everybody. I hope that everybody is well, that you all had a really cracking weekend and you're ready for some lobby racing and maybe some daily races afterwards. We shall see. We shall see how we go. We started a little bit late today because, well, Joe was watching Soccer Aid. We recorded it because we didn't get to watch it yesterday. And we didn't get to put it on quite as early as we'd hoped because it's been a difficult day today. Oh, the house move is all getting rather interesting. Yeah, and we were watching that. So I'm afraid I did end up pushing it back a little bit. But there we go. There we go. We are back now with some motor racing, which hopefully will be better than the Soccer Aid. But there we go. I'm not going to say any more about that. P1 for Igor. Good evening. Good evening, Jonesy. Good evening, Ollie. Ollie, not seen you in a while. Hope you're well. Where have you been? Hope that you are all good. Are you going to come race with us tonight? We have got the old what's it registered only this evening. And New Era's just jumped in. Good evening. Good evening. So we're going to be running registered races only this evening, and we're going to be running a number of the daily races, the BTCC. And then I've thrown in a Willow Springs just because, for no real good reason. But yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I am looking forward to this evening. Should be good. Should be good. Should be good. I haven't done any practice on the dailies, and I haven't done any practice on the BTCC. The whole of the weekend was all given over to trying to finish up a few more bits with the house. We had Lauren was over on Saturday, which was rather nice, and then we popped over to my other daughter yesterday over to see Liam and Ellie, which was really nice. And yeah, just really good, really good, really good, really good. Thoroughly enjoying it. Right, where are we? Let me just. Oh. What are people in? Hurricanes? 3 hurricanes. Does that mean that we should be in the hurricane, I wonder? I don't know. I don't know. We definitely don't want to be in the car that we're in. Put it that way. And I can't remember what tyres it is for this one. I think it's soft. I think it might be soft. We'll try the softs and see if it'll let us in. It has. It has. It has. I'm going to try. Good evening, Danny. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to try and start the qualifier for this one at 10 past. It might be slightly after while people are diving in, but I want to try and go at 10 past because we've got a 15-minute race for the BTCC. We've got a 25-minute race for the daily race C. We're starting off with daily race B, and then we've got 5 laps around Big Willow. So, and I'd like to try and get into some of the daily races to round about sort of 11 o'clock, which I haven't touched, haven't even looked at them. I don't know what cars, hence this one, just looking to see what cars people are choosing. And yeah, I might just jump into the daily races and try this experiment of running them without, let me just pull this up. Try running the daily races without setting a blindingly good time. So in other words, set my average time and then see what or who the game match makes me with. Will that mean that I can have some better races rather than setting a really, really good time and then being match made with people that are much better than me? And I can't then hold it together in the actual race and the DR gets trashed. We're DRB still at the moment, so we've still got a little bit of work to do on that. Drat Fury, will I do a daily A? No, I can't stick the Arbath. I'm not going anywhere near the Arbath, I'm afraid. And that many laps around that track in the Arbath, well, I suppose it's the Streamline Fest, but it's just not for me. I'd rather get out there and do a daily a little bit early. So no, not planning on doing daily A. Not at all at the moment. Thank you everybody for joining me this evening. 14:15 on at the moment. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Haven't already, please smack the like button for this video. let the algorithm know that we're doing this evening, and just see what we can do. Right, so what I am going to do, I'm just going to get out on track because we are in the Lamborghini, which can take a little bit of getting used to. We know that Unfazed is good in this car. He's going to be probably wishing he was out there, but he's with his family tonight, which is really good. So hello to the Unfazed family. Hope that you're having a good evening. And yes, we're going off already. I think I'm going to have to go with this view in this one. Whoa, this is... What tyres are we on? We're on Racing Softs and it just wants to slide. I'm not a great mid-engine car driver, if I'm honest. The Ferrari, not too bad. But most of the others I do tend to struggle with quite a lot. But all part of doing lobby racing is to enjoy different cars. And that's what I like doing. Trying different things. I think that's going to stop a lot quicker than that. The car sounds a bit quiet. Tell you what, let me just make a quick change in here. That's actually quite interesting. What should it normally be? Bear with me a second. Minus 15. Let's just see how this sounds. Let me just go back to the pits. We might have to... I've been playing around with the sound for something, and I think it's mirrored the sound across all of the tracks. Is that any better? Hopefully that's a bit better now. Lots better. Okay, cool. Right, so that's where that needs to be. Let me just do a quick check on something. It's always the same when you play around with settings. Game recording. Okay. What I'm going to need to do is that one now. Needs to be minus 32. So that's minus 32. It's messed them both up. Oh, okay. So go minus 15 and minus 30. Okay. Right, let's just see. So I set up 2 different profiles in the game for the DJI microphone, but if I adjust in one profile, it changes it in the other, which is a bit of a nuisance. Let me just get out on track and make sure it's okay for you guys, and then I'll need to work out what to do with that off stream. As long as that's okay for you guys now, I'm happy. If I just talk over the top of it, then hopefully that will be okay. So is the video and audio okay for you at this precise moment in time while I'm doing this lap around Barcelona, which I haven't even done one yet, and we're supposed to already be racing. So hopefully that's good. Looks fine. Does that sound all right now, Drac? Oh, that's deep. Cool. Good. Good news. So, guess what I ought to do very quickly just before we start is just say hello, Danny C, Drac Fury, Welsh Boy, Jonesy number 1, all jumped in while I was just sorting out the sound issue there. Hulky, good evening. Looks like I might be stepping in for Hulky on Wednesday, but Wednesday at the moment is still going ahead. There's a few people that have got some reserve drivers that is going to be sitting in. But it's all looking pretty good at the moment. Am I going to be able to do as good a job as Hulky does? Who knows? We shall see. Wednesday will tell. So at the moment in this one, we've got Danny C, Ollie, 2K, Mitch Morgan, as in me, Jack Fury, Jonesy, New Era, number 1. Is Galacticor joining us? Let me just see if Galacticor is racing. I am going to try and stick to the schedule as much as I can. So normally I will just, I've got to get in the habit of just going whether people are ready or not. Oh, he is in, that's good. Let's start the qualifying. I see that Hulky has been into the hospital and had his issue sorted out, so hopefully you're on the mend, my friend. And you'll be back racing very soon. Hope you're all well. You won't be well, but I'm hoping that the wound is going to repair itself very quickly. Oh, he tested himself on GT7. He burst the wound. So I'm open wound with plaster at the moment. Yeah, don't race until you're ready. Oh, Ollie just asking, when did I drop to a B? I dropped to a B 2 weeks ago, I think. So I kept the A for about 3 weeks by the skin of my teeth. But then, yeah, I just got into shenanigans and dropped. And then I had an issue around Tokyo where somebody had spun on the hairpin and was facing the barrier as I came around the corner. Couldn't see them. I T-boned him, pushed him into the barrier. I got a 4.5 second penalty. I think it was a 4.5 second penalty. And it put me down from an A to a B, right to the bottom of the B. And my SR went from an S to the bottom of the B as well. So, well, quite low. The DR was quite low on the B, I apologise. And the SR was the bottom of the B. So I had to sit and grind Daily Race A to get my SR back up. And I got really annoyed. And I haven't done a daily race in properly since. I just totally thought, I'm fed up with it. You know, that you can work so hard to get an A and you can lose it so spectacularly in one race when it's not even really your fault. So we hopefully going to go back to it today. We'll see what happens. Oh, no chicane. You know, a lot of people tell me it's really hurts when you get a DR reset. Now I know. Especially when you work so hard to get up into the A. And of course, there is no way of appealing. It is just what it is, and it's the same for everybody. So there's no point getting excited about it. But that's why I am now a bee. You did ask. Good evening, Borky. How many times is this Lamborghini going to bite me tonight, I wonder? We'll see. Ooh. A bit too deep. Roger, good evening, how are you? Hope you also had a good weekend. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a lovely weekend seeing the girls. Really nice. I still haven't got that corner sorted out. I much prefer this with the chicane. Well, we went to the beach. Cool beans. Where did you go? Jamaica. Now that is a beach and a half. I was expecting you to say something like Brighton or Scarborough or Unstable. No, it comes out north coast of Jamaica. Oh, it's all right for some. It's all right for some. Well, there's no point me asking if the weather was nice, because that should be a given out there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. A little bit windy. The weather's been beautiful here. We've had a stonking weekend. Really, really nice day today. Been really rather nice. Well, I think Saturday we had a few spots of rain, but otherwise absolutely gorgeous. Spent a lot of time in the garden doing a few bits and pieces, which was really, really nice. And then packed a few things away in the morning, and then when the guys came over for the afternoon, we had a takeaway. Spent some time in the garden. With the two dogs, planted some planters that they took back home with them, and yeah, it was just an all-round generally nice day, really. And then Sunday we've sort of relaxed a little bit, and because sort of working and streaming and everything, it's quite a heavy workload during the week, and I'm not getting any younger, so I try and have a bit of a down day on one of either the Saturday or the Sunday. So Sunday morning was a bit of a down day. Watched a bit of TV, and then we went over to Els and Liam's and watched the Grand Prix. I moseyed on back, and that was the weekend. It was quite nice. Nice Father's Day. It's sort of like the whole weekend was a Father's Day, really, because obviously one of my daughters was over on Saturday, and then we went over to see the other one on Sunday, which was good. And then today, at least it turned up. It is the BMW M2 in like the VGT. It's very VGT looking. In fact, they do one in the same livery as the standard VGT in the game, and I'm so tempted to try and pick one of those up if I can, which would be nice. Jack Fury went to see the Night Garden live. Was that good? It's going to be good, isn't it? That was a silly question. That was a silly question. Right, okay, so in this one we got Danny C is going to lead us away from Ollie. Jack Fury in third. Number 1 fourth. Jonesy fifth. I'm sixth. Galacticor seventh. New Era eighth. And Borky has just joined us. He's going to be spectating. And yeah, let's see if we can step this one up a little bit now that I'm in traffic and got somebody to follow. We've got a 911 in here. We've got a McLaren. We've got a few Hurricanes. So it will be quite interesting to see how this one pans out. I'm going to be asking a little bit tonight. If you haven't hit the like button for this video, please do it. And if you're new around here, please smack that like button. I need one more to get me to the 4100. I've been stuck on 49 for a while. But over the weekend it was going up and down. We've settled on 99 for the moment. It would be great tonight if we could get that 4100. But to do that, I need to race well. I need to race fair. So let's get into this and see what we can do. We're on the back of Jonesy at the moment with Ollie and Jack Fury's hit the front. I'm probably going to need to concentrate a little bit in this one because, you know, I'm like in the GR3s and I'm in a Lambo that I need to tame 5 laps. Whoa! Sorry, Jonesy, go through, go. That wasn't a deliberate dive bomb. Don't know if I hit him, but I apologise if I did. Pace give him back anyway. Whoa, nearly killed. Nearly killed myself. I'll try and get on the back of Jonesy now. I think Jonesy's just made a mistake. He has just made a mistake, and he's fallen back a little bit as well. So ideally, we need to try and get on this one. Oh, he's a bit slow out of there in third gear. Third gear will give me a little bit of a, you know, not so much wheel spin and the back end flipping around on the way out under acceleration, but boy oh boy, that was like driving through treacle there. You'll just keep that in mind in future laps. P1 is a Explorer at the moment. Well, this is the Daily Race B this week, which I've been told is a little bit fruity. I think is the word that somebody put to me earlier on, and somebody else put it a little bit more bluntly, that it was just plain dirty. So obviously Monday is a funny day where people are getting to grips with the track. Came out of third there, that was a little bit better. Thought I was going to overshoot there. There's a couple of guys with penalties there. It's not going to change the order though because I'm too far back. Oh, that was the one that came out of in third. Yeah, that really doesn't work. That's going to be a penalty. I did back off, whether enough or not, I don't know. Or not or not, it's a double word to much. You can get away with it with the lift. Looks like we might have done actually. So it's lap 3 of 5. We're in 4th, we haven't been killed yet. This Lamborghini is being kind to me at the moment, but I have noticed that Luira is catching all the time. At the moment I can't catch Jonesy. He's just a little bit too quick for me. 1.3 seconds ahead. That Fury and Ollie running away out the front at the moment. Work the gears on this Lambo a little bit more. Jonesy gap 0.8 now. Just jump back out to 1.1. Slow through there and just caught the grass there. Had to back out of that. It's going to use me a little bit more. He nearly died there, and you can see how much time was lost. Both to Jonesy up front, he's getting quicker and quicker and quicker. Good evening, Dan. Good evening to anybody that I haven't said hello to thus far. I'm trying not to let this Lamborghini GR3 kill me at the same time. I'm going to close down Jonesy, who's running away from me at the moment. It was nearly 2.5 seconds. We've got it down to just under 2. Guys out front, Ollie and Track Fury, romping away with this one at the moment. Jonesy well off the track there. No penalty, looks like he got away with that though. Oh no, he did get a penalty. I lied. It's only half a second. At the moment, I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference to this one. We're on the last final lap, unless I can close up. Oh, too deep, too deep, too deep. All we've got to do is get on the back of Jones and stay with him. No need to go for a rash overtake. Need to try and throw it off the track and do something silly. Nearly. It's a nasty moment. That's fallen back too far now. Gets the undercut. Well done, Jonesy. just not got quite enough confidence just to chuck the Lambo around, really. But to get fourth, I'm all right with that, mid-table, that's okay. Hello Rita, hello Gamer Dan. Gamer Dan broke the like button, he smashed it too hard. That's why nobody else is smacking the like button, you see, that's what it is. But, the subscribe button's still working. I just need one more to get me to that 4100. Welsh Boy, good evening, my friend. God, Welsh Boy and Gamer Dan, what a shootout on Friday. What an evening that was. It was absolutely phenomenal. Really, really good. Did I overshoot the brake marker? Yeah, I was trying everything to stay, to try and get in front and stay there. We just tried everything. It's just I couldn't get quite close enough. Hey, we tried. It's GR3. Oh, Hulky, thank you for the 5 gifted, my friend. Thank you so much. Let's just save the replay. I've got to remember to do the replays on Wednesday for Hulky. So let's get used to doing that. Although I'm hosting, so I should get used to it. So who got those? Clarky received one. Who else received one? Rachel, GT Racing's got one. Cliffy's got one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And Wayne. Wayne has received one from Hulky. So well done, Wayne. Cliffy, Rachel, Clarky. Well done to you guys. Thank you so much, Hulky. Oh, and Greg got one. Greg got one. Thank you, Hulky. Poor old Hulky's really been... Dan, thank you for throwing the beers up. Thank you for throwing the beers up. Your result there, Ollie was your winner with a 142.3, managing to just pip Drat Fury to the line by 2 seconds in the Beetle. So Drat Fury in second. Jonesy in third. I couldn't close him down quickly enough and hold it with a 143.6. I was in fourth, New Era fifth, Galacticor sixth, Danny C seventh, number one Pops in eighth. So your top three to open with, Ollie, Drat Fury and Jonesy. Well done to you three. Congratulations. So now we're going to be heading off into GR4 territory. A much longer race. 10 laps around here. And what tyres are we on? Let me just double check. So we're in the GR4s. And the tyres, I've gone too far, is Racing Hard tyres. So Racing Hard tyres around here. Going to be interesting. There's no need to pit or anything like that. Not quite sure what the meta car is here. I was looking earlier on and there was the G70 was obviously out. I think there was a GTR was out, a few other cars. So the NSX I saw was a good one out there. Hulky's just saying Honda NSX will be good on this track. Ollie's saying the NSX as well. I did see an NSX was chasing down Rory, I think, when I had this on in the background, but I was working too hard translating a German contract and not really paying attention. And Rory was actually quite quiet because normally I just have him on the background just listening to get some tips for the race. And he really wasn't saying very much, which normally indicates to me that he's having to really concentrate. So we'll go with the G70 and we'll just see. No, we won't go with heavy wets. We'll just see how we go. We want the Racing Hard tyres. And again, I've done no homework on this, so it really is going to be a case of just getting out there and just seeing what happens. I think this is the one that I'm potentially going to be doing later on. A lot of that will depend on how the next 25-30 minutes go, if I'm honest. I'm going to start this at 21:40. So about 6 minutes. People have some time just to practice a little bit. And we'll see how we go. Borky's gone for an Audi TT. New Era's gone for a Swift. Number one's gone for the Atenza. Jonesy's gone for the G70. Ollie's in the NSX. Gamer Dan's in the G70, as is Welsh Boy. Danny C's in the Atenza. Obviously, Atenza will be running on Wednesday, so the guys might be getting their hand in on that car a little bit. Ollie did one of these races earlier and had a really good battle with a guy. That's good to hear. That is good to hear. I'd like to try and get my A back, but more than that, I'm looking forward to hopefully just trying to have some decent races. Just have some decent races, get my racecraft up a little bit better, and then get back into the A ranking when I'm able to keep it proper. At the moment, I just don't have the racecraft to go up against people that are getting into the A and absolutely desperate to stay there and prepared to do whatever it is to get there. I need to have the same mindset. I need to have the same mindset, get up into the A and then just get there, elbows out, you know, pushing past people, even if it is a push to pass, so what? And then get up to hopefully the mid A to the high A in time, and then see if obviously all of that pushing slows down and stops and it gets a bit cleaner. I don't know if there's any proof or grounding or logic in what I've just said, but I just feel that when I first got into the Bs, it was horrendous. Then I got into the high Bs and it was really nice, and I've done exactly the same in the As. When I'm in a low A ranked race, it's really hard going and I struggle. I had a few races that were not exactly top split, but getting up there. In other words, the races were a lot better and it was a lot cleaner and we had some good races. But my DR was struggling because I was up against people like Kai and top split people, and I obviously couldn't. Whoa, I've gone off following Borky off there. Yeah, I couldn't hack it against top A's, and I was just too low. Both Borky and I both getting a penalty there. Hey, Minx Natalie, thank you for subscribing. Gets me to the 4100. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I don't know if you're watching on the stream or watching one of the how-to videos, but thank you anyway. Hopefully you are listening. And yeah, new star. Thank you so much. That's 4100 done. Can we keep it over the next couple of days, or can we build on it? Working our way up towards the 4500 now. Very slowly. Thank you to all of you that support me in one way, shape or form. I really do appreciate it. I feel very humbled. Every time I log on and look at the figures, it's just like, I can't believe that people are interested in what I'm doing. They want to sit and watch. Oh, I should have gone third out of there. Welcome to the PSR Madhouse. Absolutely, Hulky. Down with a penalty there as well. So there's a few of us picking up penalties. We're coming up for time. So 21:40. I said I was going to get this one underway. We're up to 12 runners already. Danny C, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, me, Drat Fury, Jonesy, New Era, Rita, Number One, Galactical, and Borky. All registered racers to my knowledge, which is good. Let's see how we go with this one. Going to try and keep drinking tonight because it's very warm. Liam's a plumber and he's starting to do these air conditioning units, and oh, it's so nice in an air conditioned room. So, and unfortunately the new house, there's no logical place to put an air conditioning unit outside the house, but seriously considering potentially doing that because it gets very warm in my rig room, and would absolutely love to do that. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if we get in, of course, because I've got to commit tomorrow. Let's get this one underway. Let's start the race. Oh, I nearly cut Borky off there. I nearly cut him off. Let me just make sure everybody's in. I was just about to press the button there and I noticed the Borky wasn't in a car. Danny C, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, me, Drat Fury, Jonesy, New Era, Rita, Number One, Galactical, Borky, we're good to go. Yeah, we've got to commit to the removal company tomorrow and pay basically the full amount. So we paid the deposit and I've got to pay the balance tomorrow to commit for the 27th. But the bottom of our chain still haven't exchanged, and it's just like, what do? Do you come out of tell the removal company to postpone, whereas the builder said that they won't delay beyond the 27th when the house is ready? It's just absolute nightmare at the moment, a real nightmare. Now, talk about stress levels. People talk about stress for moving house. Gee, crickets, if I knew it was going to be like this, I'd never have started it. Poor Joe's had a major Crohn's flare up today over it as well. So it's all been an interesting day. We'll have to see how things go tomorrow. But it looks like we're just going to have to risk and hope that the bottom of the chain do actually exchange contracts for the 17th and everything is all good. It's all a bit like playing the lottery, like gambling with a lot of money. If it all goes pear-shaped, I could be doing a lot of streaming to try and earn the money back. This is what it is, unfortunately. We'll have to see. We've got until lunchtime tomorrow. Joe is on the case, so we'll see how things go. I'll race this one, 10 laps. It's around about, I think about a 25-minute lap according to Gran Turismo when you look at the Race C sheet. So we'll just settle down and see how we go. Don't believe there's any fuel or tyre issues to worry about, they're one-on-one. What we've got to do is just stay with people. Places if we can, if there's any penalties. Jones is just rocking back from where we're a little bit at the moment. Might have to do a bit of a... I've got Ollie right up tight behind me at the moment. Jones is going defensive. He's completely missed that. Do defensive. It's really hard to take a defensive line through there that I've found. If you cut it too tight, you're heading to the shadow realm. Don't believe I was involved with that. Basically just trying to take it at that really tight angle. Oh, I've gone too deep. And this section's pretty quick. You know what I'm like, I always worry when somebody goes off near me. If that was anything to do with me, Jonesy going off, please let me know in the chat if you feel I did do anything wrong. But I believe that he went for the inside, defending hard. I went for the more natural line, just looking. He was way over on the curbs and went off. So I think it was. I don't think I was involved with that. At least I'm hoping I wasn't. I'm going to carry on accordingly. You do know what it's like when I'm streaming. Because your attention is 100% on what you're doing. Sometimes I do wonder whether, was that me? Maybe different ways through that corner in the past. Going deep and trying to sort of V it and come back doesn't sort of work out. I think that's the most sensible way of taking that corner at the moment. Ollie is a lot quicker through that corner behind the last one before that one. He'll be watching to see where I'm quick and where I'm slow, where he can pounce. Thought he was going to take a look down the right hand side there. Too deep. Weirdly, I'm trying to brake a bit earlier into that one where Rory mentioned. I'm actually preferring my own braking point, which is a little bit later. So now we are going to need to defend against Ollie up here because he's quick. We will get the inside line, I think, for it, but I'm going to move over a little bit just to close that angle a little bit, slow down, get through there. So just trying to defend as best as I can, but just making Ollie go around the outside on some of these corners. Been working on my defensive lines a little bit more, as much as I can. That 4 of 10, still long way to go yet. Ollie is by far the better driver, so I've really got to work hard to try and keep him behind. And I've also got to hope that Dan and Welsh Boy decide to have a bit of a tangle up front, although we know by watching them racing last week, last Friday, super respectful guys, giving each other no space, but just enough space to keep it absolutely clean and tidy. I mean, it was fabulous to watch. There was just enough given, but just not enough, if you know what I mean. There was right on it all the time. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous to watch. Loved every single minute of it. And I'm hoping that they're going to break a habit of a lifetime and get in a tangle. See if I can keep Ollie behind me as we settle into this one. Well, at 5 of 10, halfway through the race, we're in third at the moment. Ollie is still only 0.5 behind. He's there and ready to attack at any time. The mirror doesn't really do it justice on how close he is. I'm leaving my braking late. Just want to get through here as quick as I can. Not go too wide through here. Play with the gears there, I shouldn't have done. Just thought about dropping it down to third. You saw it bounce off the rev limiter. That's brought Ollie right back into play. Work with Ollie and bump draft. The problem with bump drafting around here is it's not really many bump drafting opportunities, and if you do get bumped, invariably you're into a corner straight away, and then you've got to compromise your braking. So from my point of view, I don't like bump drafting people. I I don't really, in particular, like being bump draft myself. I think I might have just gone over the line there. Weird. It's sort of not really the track where it lends itself well to bump drafting. Let's concentrate more. Hello Keith, thank you for popping in. Thank you for your comment. I didn't deliberately mean to put you down. It was my own personal preference on bumping. See, I could have bump drafted Ollie through there. And I know when I get up the top here I'm going to be in trouble, and to be quite honest, I'd rather be in the position I'm in, just in front, so I can see and line myself up for this chicane as best as possible. And for this corner, so I haven't got a car that I'm right tucked up under. Just personal preference. Oh, he's going down the inside, but that's going to close off. I was committed to taking that line as I saw him just going up the inside. So that wasn't a block, that was a genuine move. But I have got to move over now and let him through. Back it in as quick as I can. What I don't want him to do is to run away too far, too quick, so I can stay with him. Come on. Fourth place would be nice. Third place would be even nicer. Yeah, I've certainly dropped the braking markers that Rory was talking about earlier on. Braking a little bit later, although I am using third gear a little bit more. Just want to take a little bit off there, get on the power. Just nibbled a few hundredths out of him there, I think. 0.6 of a second. Still 0.6. Just going to sneak out to 0.7 for a moment, but we'll keep pushing. One eye on the mirror, one eye on the map, one eye on Ollie. I've only got two eyes, so I'm overdoing it already. Ollie 0.9 behind, no, 0.9 in front at the moment. 6 to New Era behind, so we'll keep pushing. Just see what we can do here. Oh, did Ollie go too wide there? He got a good corner, but I think Ollie got away with it. Just look in. Saw the back end seemed to be over the line. Must have kept the wheel in. That was a good bit of driving from Ollie in front. Brilliant bit of driving. So we're under a bit of pressure now. Let's see what we can do. Just trying fourth gear through here at the moment, see if we can get a bit more speed rather than changing down and just feathering. That worked quite well actually. The power as soon as we can through here. 6.3, 6.1. We're actually closing on Ollie. See if we can just put him under a little bit of pressure as we go up the hill. A little bit more confidence on the throttle at the moment. Oh no, don't go away about the line. I might have gone on over the line now, I think. Just trying to carry a little bit more fuel, more speed through there. I did 1 second for the tiniest little step over the line. And you can see I didn't save me any time whatsoever because I'm still 0.6 behind Ollie. One of the things that does annoy me about Gran Turismo is it does kill people's races by doing that. I know people say, well, don't put a wheel over the line. Yeah, I agree, you shouldn't. But why give me a whole 1 second penalty when I've actually not made any time? And it's spoiled now a really great finish between Ollie and I. Because you know what, I'm going to catch him. I'm going to pull maybe 1.5, 2 seconds behind him now. And that'll be it. You guys have been robbed by my own stupidity of a nice little finish here. I'm quite pleased though, I've managed to stay in touch with Ollie since he overtook me, which has been quite nice. I wasn't sure whether I was going to be able to do that. And Welsh Boy and Gamer Dan have run off into the distance somewhat. So we're just trying to stay with Ollie at the moment. And we'll see what we lose. 0.8, 0.7, of a second. I've lost about a tenth or so on this lap. Going to go bye-bye Ollie, see you later. I think he might actually have slowed down there. Oh Ollie, that's really nice, thank you my friend. Oh, it is game on. He slowed down there. I saw a little chink of the old brake lights there. That is respect. He's enjoying this as much as I'm enjoying it. I'm really going for this. Respect, my friend. Yeah, I love this community, you know. It's not all about who goes across the line first, it's about these little individual battles that are going on throughout the field. For me, I'm not worrying about Welsh Boy and Gamer Dan. For me, the winner is who goes across the line first, me or Ollie. I dare say there's other people down the field that are thinking the same thing. Left that super late. Oh, he got a wobble through there. This is the last lap. He's just made the one and only mistake that I've seen all the way through this. It's been super smooth. One little wobble. Let's get the power down as soon as we can. Same through here. How much you know you haven't got to lift. Can we do anything in this one this week, I wonder? That's that's one of the corners I need to work on. He's teasing me now. Oh, Ollie, thank you for that race. That was awesome. Oh, thank you, my friend. Dean, good evening. Good evening, good evening. Love that. That's what PSR is all about. One-on-one little battles. We've got a completely split grid here of A's, A pluses, C's. Doesn't matter on your deer bar. Just hit yourself against whoever and just go for it. It's brilliant. I love it. So Welsh Boy got the better of Gamer Dan. There we go. There we go. It started already. It has started. I should have said actually on Friday, I was a bit mean actually, because Gamer Dan races in VR and he'd been in VR all night long. And then I pitted Gamer Dan and Welsh Boy against each other for a shootout at the end. And I just want to say thank you to both of them, Gamer Dan and Welsh Boy, for rising to the challenge in the way that you did. It was fabulous. I loved every single moment of it. But yeah, it's, after all of that time in VR, to be thrust into a race like that was probably a little bit unfair. But there we go. Bingers, love that from Ollie when he waited for you. Excellent sportsmanship. It is, mate. It is absolutely 100%, and it's what we do around here. CL, thank you for subscribing to the channel as well, my friend. Thank you very much. Jonesy went into the bus stop too hot, so ditched it backwards into the barrier with a sad face. I'm glad it wasn't me. I was a bit worried. But then I got into a battle with Ollie. But that's what PSR is all about, these lobby races. You know, somebody gets a penalty like that, we'll back off, we'll race with them. You know, sometimes I'll drop to the back and race with a few others. So that's what I love about this. Welsh Boy was your winner. 156.5, 6.6 ahead of Gamer Dan with a 157.0 in second place. Ollie got third. I wasn't good enough to get the podium, but congratulations with a 157.7. I got fourth, not too far behind, only what, 0.3 of a second. Pleased with that, very pleased with that. Although he did obviously wait for me, got to bear that one in mind. Would have been a bit more otherwise. Danny C in 5th, number 1 Pops in 6th, Rita 7th, New Era 8th, Jonesy after backing it into the barrier at the bus stop in 9th, Drat Fury in 10th, Galacticor 11th, and Borky in 12th. So your top 3, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan and Ollie. Is this going to be a Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan evening again? Well, we shall see about that as we head off to... Not there. Not there. We're not going there. We're going to Brands Hatch. And it's a Brands Hatch normal one, 15 minutes. That's all fine. I'm going to put that back to late morning. Bear with me a second. Fastest first. Qualifier endurance race. That's okay. Boost is off. 1 and 5 fuel for this one, although fuel shouldn't come into it. I'm going to do a 5-minute quali, even though it's a 10-minute on the in the actual race itself. I've gone for racing mediums just so they're all on the same one, and you should be running the Atenza for this one. Welsh Boy, no, ain't got it in me, Mitchell, tonight. So I'm not qualifying and starting from the back all night. No worries. Having a bit of a break between each one, which is absolutely fine. And we are looking for the Atenza for this one, please. Let me go change the car. I'm going to grab my practice Atenza. I'm going to make sure I've got the racing medium tyres on. and we will start the quali for this one at 22:10, I think. Oh, it's getting warm in here. I've got my fan going. I think I'm going to turn it up. Got my window open too. Let me just knock it up a notch or two, I think. Just give it a little bit of a boost. Oh. So it's just ticking. And I'm just going to take a break for just a moment. Good evening, Tom. Just seen he's dropped in Outlaw Motor Cup. And fingers, I'm trying. I need to take the band-aid off and start using the wheel. Are you on the are you on controller? Go for it. The immersion's brilliant. And I got the BMW, the car I've been looking for the longest time. It is almost, if not identical to the BMW VGT. It's sitting over my shoulder. I put a smile on my face every time I look at OBS and I can just see it sitting there. I've gone for the blue one with the gold wheels because I really loved it, even though the BMW M2 that I'm looking to buy is going to be the orange one. They do it in orange, but only comes with black wheels. And then they do one with the BMW livery that you get in Gran Turismo. So I'm really hoping to get that one as well at some point. Oki's just saying, Bingus, take all the aids off and use track control on one. Yeah, very true. I would agree with that. Oh. Right, let's just dive out on track for the moment. Where are we? We've got 3 minutes to go. So this is the British Touring Car race for. Let me just double check the cars. Actually, this is the British Touring Car race for Wednesday. So a few of us will be looking to see how we fare around here. If I can remember, I think Danny's in it. Welsh Boys Reserve, he's going to be in it. And Gamer Dan, I think both those two are reserves and they're reserving for people. Ollie isn't. I am. Drat Fury is commentating. Zach Vroom. That's a new name on me. I've got a bit of ZACK. Actually, it's DHL. Hang on a second. No, it's DHL. Let me get it right. No, he's registered. Ignore me. But he's not in it. Jonesy isn't. New Era, I don't think. Rita is. Number one is. Galactical is. And Porky is. So we got probably over half the field are in here. So we've just got a couple of minutes. I'll put you on spectate and done. Where are we? Right, we are. I'm not going to get any practice in this one. Oh, I often say it, but no practice in this one. Who's interested in seeing a close-up of the model? Give me a double thumbs up if you want to see a close-up of the model, and then I'll do it after this race. We've got a 5-minute quali, not the 10 that we will have on Wednesday, and then we've got a 15-minute race on this one. So somewhere between, you know, the normal lobby race that we do and the sort of 25 that we have just done. Why is the exclamation mark join not worked? A bit strange. We'll just try it on its own. Is it broke? No, there we go. didn't seem to like it when it was at the end of a sentence for some strange reason. Right, in this one, we've got Danny C, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, me, Drat Fury, Zach Vroom, Jonesy, New Era, Rita, Number One, Galactical, and Borky. 13 runners. We have got room for 3 more if there's anybody out there. Unfortunately, I'm with my daughter this Thursday through to Sunday, birthday weekend for her. Well, Bingers, happy birthday to your daughter. Please pass on my best wishes for her birthday later this week. And love to hear that. And yeah, make the most of it. Daughters grow up too quick, in my opinion. Way too quick. How old is she? Well, now you're going to tell me she's probably 30 or something. Let me just say, I know they grow up quick. She's 12. Ah, lovely age. Oh, one more before the terrible teenager. Oh, my friend. I remember those times. I remember those years. Keith Moody, can anybody join the race? You need to be a PSR registered member. But what I tend to do is when people find us first up, I give them what I refer to as a free night, although it doesn't cost anything. What's up, missus? You got counselling? Okay. No worries, I'm going to take him out for a walk when I finish. So, yeah. Can you just wedge the back door so that it's got a pot on it so it doesn't go shut? Sorry about that, guys. Can't remember what I was talking about now. Whatever I was saying has gone out of my head. It'll come back. Oh yeah, no, I refer to it as a freebie, but it isn't a freebie because it doesn't cost anything to race with us. It's just one that you can do without having to register and accept the rules. So we run a Wednesday as a public night with no PSL rules. But if you want to come and join, my friend, then please do so. The details of the races that we are running are in the description. The only thing I would say is we are running out of time because this is the we've done the daily race B, we've done daily race C, we're now doing the BTCC race, and then I'm doing Big Willow in the Mazda Roadster, and then I'm going to be heading off. Was going to head off to do the daily races. Oh, I've gone too deep, way too deep. Oh, that's a nightmare. And now I've got everybody coming around. And we get on safely. And have another car coming up really tight. We stay over to the right hand side. That car behind is going to be travelling at some speed. I'm normally doing the lobbies from 9 to 11 most nights, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I do take a weekend off, but you'll be more than welcome to join us on any of those days. As I said, I guess it's a taster evening. I really ought to call it a taster evening to see whether you want to race with us and you want to race within our rules. And then obviously you can contact me for the PSR race agreement, which goes through all of the requirements to race with us. So you need to have been racing in Gran Turismo for a while, to have got a number of hours in the game, that your profile is public, because we're all about community. It's not just the racing on track, it's also about the community within Discord. So you need to join our Discord as well. You don't mandatorily need to talk to people in there if you really don't want to. If you want to stay sort of private and just listen to what's going on, but I announce the races for the evening so that you can grab the cars that are needed, so that when we got a busy night like we did on Friday, we did 8 races in the I think it was 8 races we did in the Chevrolets. Everybody can get the cars during the day, and that way I'm not getting into a situation where people are saying, oh, can you give me a few minutes while I go and get the cars? because people want to be racing. They want to get as many races in as they can in an evening, and we don't want to be sitting around waiting. Can't keep up with the chat at the moment on this track. It's so brain power intensive. Username, this is the Atenza, the Mazda Atenza. It's the GR4 car that we're running. Oh, on the shelf. It's the BMW M2, but it's a very, very special one. It's, I might have to shut the door downstairs because the code has just come in. It's a very special one. It's got the kit, as in the body kit, that makes it almost identical to the BMW VGT in the game. Just while this one finishes, I'm going to be back in just a second. Don't go away. I'm just going to shut the door downstairs. Code has just come in. Just gonna close this window, so I'm just gonna put bugs on. I really want to put more bugs in. Nothing around my head. Oh, that messed up both of us. So we've got 1 minute 28. We've got a few people running. Let me just show you. So those of you that follow me will know that I adore the BMW VGT. I managed to get this little baby. It will focus in. So it's got all of the BMW body kit from the VGT, including like the VGT spoiler on the back. So I'm really pleased to pick that one up. Really, really, really pleased to get that. I hope that stayed in focus. There's three they do. They do the blue with gold wheels, which I really like, orange with the black wheels, and then they do white one with the BMW stickers on it. And I'm hoping to get the BMW liveried one as well. And then in about a year's time, I'm hoping to get a BMW M2 competition for real, but that will probably be in orange. Carl, good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's so refreshing to hear how YouTube are not effing and yeah, absolutely. We don't do that around here. We keep it respectful. We keep it nice. We keep it nice. I agree, Carl. Absolutely, I do agree. I do agree. But then a lot of people say that I'm a little bit. I think the mic has moved. The mic should be good. The mic should be good. Should all be good. I can get a 1/5 scale BMW E30 radio controlled car. I can, and then put that kit on it. That would be good, wouldn't it? Right, Danny C is your leader away from the grid for this one. Welsh Boy in second, Ollie in third, number one Pops in fourth. Now that's worrying because number one Pops is a guy that he's my main challenger in the British Touring Car. Number one is the guy that I've got my eye on. Gamer Dan in fifth, Zach Vroom in sixth, Jonesy seventh, I'm in eighth, Galactic Or 9th, Borky 10th, Rita 11th, New Era 12th, and Drat Fury 13th. So I've got some work to do here. I'm chasing Grenster in the rankings, but he is about 10 points ahead of me, I think, at the moment. But I'm not that far ahead of number one. So 3 good races from number one, 3 mediocre races from me, and, well, Yeah, it could all change. M2, then Nordschleifer for real. Oh, I wish New Era, but that's never going to happen. I can guarantee I'll put it in the barrier and wind up with a £30,000 bill. That said, if you guys all turn me into a YouTube sensation and a YouTube millionaire, I will go to the Nordschleifer and I'll take you round the ring. How's about that? How's about that? All you need to do is make all my videos go viral. Not going to happen, my friends. Oh, who's that off? It was a red car. I'm hoping that wasn't number one. I really, really, really hope it wasn't number one because I want to have a battle with him. Oh, there's a bit of a bump there. Somebody needs to give that place back. I don't know who did that, but somebody just had somebody off there and a place needs to be given back. Oh, there could be a steward's inquiry coming. Push up and get on the back and game down. No messing. Come on, Mitchell, get into this. Push hard now. I think it was number one that got helped off the track. In which case I am expecting a yellow flag to be thrown. Well, we're not actually doing yellow flags now, but for a steward's inquiry report to be put in, and then we do a 3 strikes and you're out rule. The rule is, for anybody that doesn't know, and they all know because they've all signed up to it, you get into an issue with somebody and you put them off and wreck their race, whether it is intentional or otherwise. If it's intentional, well, that's a bit of another story, but whether you do it intentionally or not, then you're supposed to give the place back. Now, it could be that number one went off on his own and I'm doing the car up ahead and injustice, but the respectful thing is just to wait, race together by way of an apology, and then just apologise in the chat and say what happens. You know, I might be a bit out of order, but it doesn't hurt to reiterate the rules once in a while on the stream so that you all know the way that we work. It's our number one rule. You destroy somebody's race, you just race with them so they're not trundling around on their own. Good evening, Unfazed. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Unfazed, have you seen what I've got on my shelf? And hello to Mrs. Unfazed, and hello to Little Unfazeds. I don't know if they're watching, but hello, hello, hello. Yes, I've got my M2. It arrived. I'm not supposed to have it till my birthday, but I thought, no, it's going to go on the shelf. I've waited so long. So it's gone on the shelf. It'll then be put away until my birthday. But I couldn't resist not sharing it with you guys. Been looking for one for so long. Okay, this has just got a bit serious now. I'm up with Ollie. I'm going to go very, very quiet now. Concentrate hard. Those of you that know how to run brands properly, you'll notice that I am doing things a little bit differently with the gears to most. just how I like to run this car around this track. Ollie just giving me a little bit of room to repay the compliment on this corner, not running him off into the gravel. That's going to be one of the key things, is not running somebody into the gravel. And I know that Hulky is going to be watching for that in the replays. So if we do that move, we're going to have to be really, really careful to hold the inner line through there. If not, you are going to be putting somebody in the gravel and they're not going to be very happy at all. Still not sure whether to come out there in third or fourth, second or third. Oh, the sun glinting off of Gamer Dan's car in front. I'm hosting this on Wednesday. So maybe I'll do this as a night race so that the sun glinting off the car in front is not an issue. Oh, I'll be in trouble if I do that. Oh, that a little bit wrong. See Gamer Dan just pulling away slightly from me with that error. I'm starting to adore this Atenza actually as a GR4 car. It's so nice to drive. It really is lovely. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a few races to really settle in, but when I did, I enjoyed it very much, and I'm enjoying a lot of the British touring car races. Now I've got to go defensive from Ollie again. He's going to get the undercut if I'm not careful. Got that all wrong while I was just talking about the car there. He's got the inside, I've gone too deep. He's got that one now. I was trying to outbrake him and I outbroke myself. Ah! Drive the lines, Mitchell. Drive the lines in your braking points. And get the car behind. Even when it's somebody like one of the quick racers. What have we got? 7 minutes. Oh, he's off on the grass. That's going to be dirty tyres. Can we push him into an error? Yes, we can. Oh! That's how quickly it can go wrong. Get a wheel on the grass, then the next one you're in the gravel. I've learnt to my cost, if you get a wheel on the grass around here, it's better just to concede the next corner. Get those tyres cleaned up. It's too often around here, there's gravel in the next corner. And gravel is a killer, so what have we got? 1.6 to Ollie. So Ollie is still behind. He has got Zach right on his back bumper as well at the moment. I need to stop looking at the details and commentating really, to concentrate on what I'm doing here. Dan's 3.7 down the road, so you know, unless I can take a load of time out of him over the next few laps, basically fighting for fourth. So I don't think that there's a podium place on offer here. And we'll still go for it best we can. You never know around Brands Hatch. Even the top racers get penalties around here. But as you can see, Gamer down 4 seconds ahead of me now. So he is actually still going away. Gamer down at Welsh Boy, I remind you, had that awesome head-to-head, or not head-to-head, but grudge race at the weekend on Friday. Absolutely treat for all of us that were watching. It was brilliant. And just so grateful to the pair of them for putting on just such a brilliant show on those last 2 races. Thoroughly enjoyed it in the Corvettes. One was in the C8, and then I threw curveball out there and I put them, I think it was in the C1 or the C2, can't remember which car I put them in now, at the same track, and oh my boy, was it a race. It was brilliant. It was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. Dan, just taking a few tenths out of me on each lap here at the moment. Got a little bit deep there again. Just got to watch my braking point on that corner. So although we went purple braking the timing line there, that's not going to count for anything because we've now lost all of that extra time down the main straight here. So we've done a 132.4. Danny's doing a 131 basically. It's actually a 130.998. So we're about a second and a half behind the pace here. But as I said, at the moment I can't see me getting third place, and I want to consolidate fourth if possible. If I could get a fourth on Wednesday, I would be absolutely over the moon. But on Wednesday it gets a little bit difficult. Sorry, not a little difficult, a little bit different, because what we're doing here is I've mandated racing medium tyres. We're all on the same tyre, so it's all basically man and machine. On Wednesday we've got 3 races where you have to run all 3 compounds, and it's up to you on which race you do that. So you can be running a race where you're on the softs and everybody else is on the hard. Likewise, it could just be a jungle of tyres, so that gets a bit interesting. But this one's been interesting just to see from a an out of the box point of view who is sitting where at the moment. Number 1 Pops, a little bit sad for number 1. I believe he got run off on the turn at the beginning of the race. I'm just interested to see how he recovers, because he was quite a bit quicker than me around here. And he's recovered to 8th at the moment. Love to have had him in front of me, just to see how we're both doing. Maybe you're going to need to tune in on Wednesday to see who gets the better of who. Can I take it to Grenster in front of me? Can I keep it ahead of number 1 Hulky, who might not actually be running, but number 1 Rita and the guys that I'm battling with in the sort of the lower half of the grid? Or can I push this, maybe do some battling with the guys up front? Who knows? At the moment I'm sitting at the top of the bottom half, which is where I had targeted myself to be. Although I will be half points for 1 or maybe even 2 of the races, so I am going to slip down the order when that happens. We shall see. I'm getting told off here. Who's that? Unfazed. He says, I've been here for 3 minutes and you haven't been quiet for 1 second. Well, you know me, mate. You know what I'm like. Is that enough seconds for you? If I'm jibber jabbering, I'm not concentrating enough. That's what it is. You'll see a different side to me unfazed on Wednesday, you can be sure. I hope you're having a nice evening, my friend. Were you watching when I showed the model? No, you wouldn't have been, because you've only been here for 3 minutes. I got my BMW M2, the VGT, as a model. There's a company that's released a limited number, I think, of them, and I've managed to secure one. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Right, is this going to be the last lap, or are the guys up front going to push this to a second lap? We've got 20 seconds to run. I think we'll see the checkered flag. We are on the last lap. We will see the checkered flag. So can we bring this home in fourth? Which I'll be really pleased with, if I'm honest. Oh, came out that in the wrong gear. Right, Mitch, stop looking at the chat. Let's just bring this home. So 6 seconds behind Dan now. He was taking a good chunk of time out of me towards the end. I haven't got a Lambo model yet. I haven't got a Lambo model. Then he will speak. Oh, so if I never buy a Lambo model to go on the shelf, he'll never ever talk again. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Here we go. Look, I'll show you. I'll show you unfazed. Look at that, my friend. Look at that. With the BMW fairings, with the BMW back end, the VGT back end. Is that beautiful, or is that beautiful? So pleased to see that. You want to just see it in real life. It's gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So pleased when that came through. So now what I've got to do is buy an M2 and then find somebody who can create me the kit to put on the real one. There we go. Danny C says, talking to the Nordschleifer, I have a track day booked there in November. So if anybody wants a passenger lap and can get there, you're more than welcome. Oh my word, Danny C, that's really generous. Really, really generous. There's a few people in that part of the world. If you are watching and you want to do a passenger lap around the world's greatest, well, it's not a circuit. You're not allowed to call it a circuit, because it is officially a public open road, but around the Nordschleifer, then hook up with Danny C in November. Wow. Oh, new era. I'm so interested in taking my own car, to be honest. Pony Boy, good evening, good evening, good evening. The greatest toll road on the planet. Yeah, I would just be so scared of crashing it, or somebody crashing into me. I'm not sure that I could actually enjoy it. Because I've been so scared. I mean, you have a crash there, it costs a fortune to get recovered, then it costs a fortune to store your car while you're arranging to get the car recovered back home, plus if you damage the arm cove, you got to pay for the arm cove, plus if it's a bad one and they have to shut the circuit, they charge you a shut fee. It can run into thousands and thousands of pounds if it goes wrong. So I don't think it costs a lot of money to actually run a car there. It's when it goes wrong that it gets frighteningly expensive. And what saddens me is the amount of people that go to the Nordschleifer without actually doing the homework and knowing what it costs when it goes wrong. Hulky says, if I go to that track real life, I must take a Robin Light. Actually, joking apart, if I was to ever go there, I would take a track day car. It would be an old banger. But again, if you damage the track, you've still got to pay out, and you can't get any insurance on it. Pony Boy says, if you get the right breakdown cover, it covers the breakdown and barriers. Really? Well, I didn't know that, Pony Boy. I didn't know that. I understood that you couldn't get insurance. Because I did look at it at one point. That's something to look at. Your result there, Danny C, a 130.9 and the fastest lap. Welsh Boy in second with a 131.0. Gamer Dan in third with a 131.7. I got fourth. Rita in fifth. So Rita, I'm going to need to watch because she's up against me in the in this one. And number one Pops, look at that, sixth. After being nerfed out, he's only 5 seconds behind me. So number one is going to be he's going to be a bit of a problem for me around here, I think. This is going to be interesting on Wednesday. Zach Vroom in 7th, Ollie in 8th, Jonesy 9th, New Era 10th, Galacticor 11th, Porky 12th, Drat Fury a couple of laps back in 13th. Danny C, Welsh Boy and Gamer Dan, your top 3. Danny C, and I'm pretty sure there is no insurance anymore that covers the Nordschleife. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'd love to know. I'd love to know if you can get insurance at the Nordschleife. I'd really love to know. I know a lot of the UK insurances, it's all written in there specifically. The Nordschleife is not covered. So, yeah, I'm a bit worried now. I don't know what happened with number 1, but a little bit worried. Right, so we're going to head off into the randomizer. Not the randomizer, we're going Big Willow at 5 laps around here in the Mazda MX-5. What I'm thinking, actually, I don't know whether to do the daily races or just to do a few more of those BTCC races. Because there's so many BTCC races in the lobby tonight, I might open it up to you to see what you would like to do. You let me know what you'd like to do, but I'll have a think about that, and we'll cover that at the end of this one. Okay, let's grab the touring car, which is here, and I'm not quite sure which tyres I'm supposed to be on. Let's just try those and see if it shouts at me. Oh, it hasn't, so those must be right. Good evening, Greg. How are you doing? So where are we going? We're going to go with the qualifier at 22.50. I'm going to go for a slightly longer practice on this one because this is a track that we don't run very often. It was requested by Dan on Friday, and it's not a track that we do very often. And there was quite a few people that said, oh yeah, can we include that in the schedule a little bit more often? So I thought, when I'd gone through the set races, I thought, what are we going to do? And I thought, oh, a lot of people like the touring, the Roadster touring car, and I thought we could do so well. Just see how we go around here. So this one is not in the randomizer; it's one that I've picked at random. So again, I'll be very interested to see what your thoughts are on this particular combo, and whether it's one that we think we should add into the randomizer. On Friday I did nothing but chuck it off the road. Mainly when you're coming round to the, done it now, when you're coming round, I was going to say mainly when you're coming round to the pits, but I've chucked that off already. Didn't take long, did it? Dirty tyres. Woohoo! Number 1. Bycatch BTCC. Gamer Dan's done one for the randomizer. Cool. I've got to double check the randomizer thing, so I'm not getting any emails through to say that new randomizer things have been put in there. So I must check at some point and see why that is and what's happening. I've just been so busy lately that it's one of the things I must do. Well, what time did I say we'd start? Was it 1:45 or 10:10? It must have been 10:10 because it's coming up for 1:45 now, and I've only just done one lap. Well, I haven't, yeah, just done one out lap. Whoa! Ow! I was trying to do what Pops was doing and put a oh, what am I doing? Put a wheel into the gravel. Number one Pop's getting away with it. Me, not so much. Oh, you meant this one should be in the randomizer. Oh, okay. Dan, remind me. Drop me, because you know what I'm like. I will forget at the end of the stream, because I'm just brain dead at the end of the stream. Drop me a randomizer note. Not a randomizer note. Drop me a Discord note tomorrow, and I'll get this in there. I'll put it in there when I've got my laptop open. Number one needs some practice. Well, I might. Like I said, I'll do a thumbs up thing at the end of this race and see whether people want me to jump into the daily races or whether you want to do some more BTCC practice. We'll see how we go. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do want to get back into the daily races. I'm not shying away from them. A few people contacted me and said, have I given up on them? No, I definitely haven't given up on them, but I'm having an absolute blast in the BTCC. I'm doing better than I even dared to imagine I might, and I'm actually putting some time and effort into them now. And I haven't got the hall map to this one, so I can't beat. But hello, Dan. Goodbye, Dan. Whoa, I've got to look through the corners. Well, I'm going to need to practice for Brands Hatch as well, I think. Some really quick races in the BTCC Championship that we're in. But there's also, like me, there are some average races in there, and I know they're not going to mind me saying it, which is sort of giving a two-tier table, and it's very, very close. Really, really good. And I kid you not, if I make one lash up, I am just going to be falling down the table. It's very, very, very finely balanced, and as I said, I've got two races. Well, one race almost definitely, and another one probable, where I'm going to be having to have a reserve driver run for me, which is half points, I think. So I've got to already fight for every single point I can get at the moment. And it's a real shame because it's Red Bull that I'm going to be missing. And I'm not great around Red Bull, but I quite like it. And the thing that's a bit of a shame is not only I might not be running it, but obviously then, there's a chance for the guys behind me that better race is going to go in front of me and potentially take points away from them. But that's the nature of reserve drivers, I'm afraid. Let me just stay out of the way of this one coming down. Right, let me just come over. So 50, I think I said that we would start the oh, it should be qualifier. What have I done here? Should be qualifier practice race. Let me just change that back to qualifier. So we do want to run a quali on this one. Okay, right, I'm just going to wait till everybody's in and then we'll get going. So at the moment in the quali we've got Greg White, Danny, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, me, Drat Fury, Zach Vroom, Jonesy, New Era, Rita, Number One, Galacticor. I'm just waiting for Pony Boy and Borky and then we will get underway. Oh, A Group B smashy bashy on here would be good. Oh my gosh. Really? Really? Is Borky racing? Oh, what am I doing? Let me just see if Borky's racing. I did say we were going to go anyway. But, let me just double check and just see. Yeah, he's in. He's in. Good, good, good. Okay. Let's get this one underway then. This is going to be the quali. 5-minute quali. It's a nice little quick quali. And then we'll get into this race. Put a wheel on the gravel here and you're in trouble. And you just know I am going to put a wheel on the gravel here and I'm going to be in trouble. You just know it's going to happen. You just know that it's going to happen. Right, here we go. Can I just thank everybody that has liked and subscribed this evening? I really appreciate that. Appreciate your support. We've had 5 people that have subscribed this evening. Absolutely amazing. And I really, really appreciate all of you. Thank you so, so, so much. It's quite amazing to be at that sort of level of numbers. Really means a lot. Sometimes I get silly, sometimes I'm serious. I'm not going to lie, at the moment with everything that's going on with the house and the stress levels are off the planet, I'm a little bit in serious mode at the moment rather than silly Mitchell coming out. So happens from time to time. Sorry, Drac, you go through, mate. I'm completely hindered him there. All over the place. I think he's quicker than me anyway in this car. Thank you also for the comments on the commentary videos and the live stream that I've done recently. I've had a few people saying that we'd like to see you do a few more commentary videos, and you know, I always get 50-50 people saying no, we want to see a race, and other people are like, no, we'd really love you to commentate on one. So yeah, I really appreciate that. Really nice to know that people enjoy that side of things, because I enjoy it very, very, very much. I really do enjoy commentating on racing. When you're commentating on your friends racing, it's even better. People that you know. No, we binned it, we binned it, we binned it, we binned it big time. We've got 1 minute 16. Got a few people coming around behind me. To just not in their way. Actually, while we clean up the tyres. Got the time, I think, just one more. Get that corner right. If I go down to second, it goes wrong. If I go down to third, it goes wrong. Just let these two go through. Just wreck my race. I'm not my quality. I don't want to wreck theirs as well. About 3 or 4 corners around here that I was struggling with, and now it just really seems to be that top corner that is my biggest problem. What you don't want to do is what Zoom's just done. Zoom, vroom. That does kill you somewhat. Thankfully I've already got a good timing, but you can see I'm way down in 12th position. But look how close it is. 0.227 to New Era from Welsh Boy. Zach Vroom 0.321. Game of Dam 0.355. Ollie 0.481, and somebody's just jumped in there. Greg White 0.048. So basically you've got less than a second covering at the moment the top 9. The top 10 of this field are less than 1 second off of the pace. That is incredible. In fact, even better than that, the top 7 are all less than half a second. That is, number one, it's going to be a great race on Wednesday. It's going to be really, really good. Really, really good. I'm really looking forward to it. And I still consider you to be my guy to beat. Yeah, one bad race of mine and one good race for you, and it's going to completely reverse itself around. It's going to be great. It's going to be brilliant. Right, okay, so we've got a lot of work to do here. A lot of work to do here. Welsh Boy is going to lead us away, followed by Greg White, then New Era, Zach Vroom, then Gamer Dan, Ollie. Rita's in 7th, number 1 Pops behind her, then Jonesy, Pony Boy, Drac Fury. I'm starting 12th, as I said, and then we've got Borky, Danny, and Galacticor. Those are your runners. Let me just shut my door very quickly. Joe's had a bit of a flare up today with all the stress that's going on with the house move, so she's not feeling too good, and I really don't want to wake her up. So now I've shut the door. I imagine that Coda will probably jump in a moment, but there we go. Game with Dan says, Welsh Boy, I'm coming for you. Laugh out loud. And let's have a good race, everybody. Good luck, good luck, good luck. So this is, theoretically, this is the last one of the night, but don't hold me to that because we've got so many registered races in tonight. I might continue. We've got 15, oh, Galacticor's not running this one, but 15 runners in this one. I may well throw it open and do another one. Maybe another BTCC run, rounds. Maybe we do a rally. I've done a rally circuit in a while because you know how much I hate them. He's killing me every time. Well, number one's gone. That was a foot in the dirt. You boys put a tyre in the dirt. A foot in the dirt, a tyre in the dirt is what I'm on about. Got so much going on. I've got drag fury all over my back bumper. No, I'm off. Ooh. Oh no, I'm proper off. I'm disappearing to Australia. See what I mean when you crash here? You're dead. You're dead, Jim. Completely out of it now. Third gear for that corner was better. Then get it slowed down for this one. Oh, we've got somebody off. Borky's off and in the gravel. Looks like Vroom is waiting for Borky, I think, there, so thank you for that. Oh, more yellow flags. Danny C going very slowly. Looks like there could have been a multiple pile up back there, and people are just waiting for Borky to recover. Thank you guys for playing the rules. It's going to be respectful like this. I think I might keep the lobby open and keep going. Below the daily races. If we're going to have some good races like this, I've just binned it. And I'm all for keeping going. No! Here comes Danny. Is that Danny behind me? It must be. It is. He's one of the quick guys. Got New Era in front of me. New Era and I have had a few good races in the past. Danny just going, whoa, Danny going through. That's interesting. He's braking through there, whereas I tend not to brake. Very interesting. That could be a lesson learned. Well, we've got Rita just pulling over at the moment. A few people pulling over on this one. As I said, it's not a track that we do very often. Very often when we do a new track, there is a lot of accidents and bumps and scrapes. It's not the fact that you have an accident at PSR, because we all do it, me included, and me more than most. It's about how you conduct yourself and deal with it afterwards. Or New Era just looks like recovering too. Strangest of races, this one. We've got arse pulling over left, right, centre. He's just pulling away from me now, and I've got, is that number one behind me? It is. My main competition in the at the Brands Hatch in the British Touring Cars has just gone past me like I'm standing still. to stay just on the edge of the track there. Wasn't the corner I thought he was. Whoa! One little tyre on the gravel, and around you go. Oh, how many 360s am I going to do there? Oh, and I always end up facing the wrong way. Always do. This is clearly a track that I need to do some work on. I think it's a track that a few of us need to do some work on, actually. It's a bit like Goodwood. Pop a wheel on the dirty stuff, and you are disappearing to the shadow line at a very quick rate of knots. Zach, what are we doing after this? Dr. Jish and GR4 racing in the cars we prefer. Okay, all right. Well, look, we've got 1.5 minutes. Can I just get a show of hands with a double thumbs up? Who would like to stay on doing some daily to do some lobby racing? Who wants to carry on with what we're doing? Just give me a double thumbs up, guys. If you want me to continue, because I'm really loving this. Actually, it's really good. So Welsh boy, Gamer Dan, shout outs. Exactly, it's shout outs where I'm going. Danny C, good night, my friends. Jack Fury's a no. Rita, well, got first for the first corner, then threw it away, but lost it in style. Zach is a double. Oh, yeah, we'll go for it. Ollie's a double thumbs up. We'll do it. So Gamer Dan's just saying here, maybe just remind people when waiting, which is appreciated, to wait when at a stage to do so, not wait in front of somebody racing behind them. Monza no chicane in what, Gamer Dan? McClue, good evening. No thanks, got work in the morning. Permanent earlies, oh no. Right, so we're going Monza. I'm going to do this. I'm going to carry on. The result there was Jonesy was first with a 120.6. Greg White in second with a 120.2. Gamer Dan with the fastest lap in third, a 120.2 also. So we've got a 258 and a 220 for Greg White and Gamer Dan. Drac Fury in fourth. Danny C fifth. New Era sixth. Number 17. Borky 8th. Welsh Boy 9th. Rita in 10th. Pony Boy 11th. Ollie came in 12th, ahead of me in 13th, Galactica in 14th, and Zach Vroom was a DNF on that one after a big old crash out. Jonesy, Greg White and Gamer Dan were your 1, 2, 3. So we are heading off to Monza. We haven't done Monza in a while. Can't even see where it is. There it is. Monza, no chicane, he says. That confuses life out of me whenever I do that. Binger says, really enjoy watching these on the big screen. It's all fun and totally fair racing too. That's good to hear. Rita chooses a car, says Gamer Dan. Rita. Fingers, you need to get some sleep. He's up at 4:30. Yes, my friend, you need to get some sleep. GR4. We're going for the GR4s around here. Got racing soft. That'll do. That will do. Number 1 says Super Formula at Nords. Number 1, throw that out the next time. Throw that out for the next one. I am going to be doing 40 minutes. We'll take this up to midnight. 40 minutes of whatever you guys want to do. F350A. Mind you, we owe Bashi. I'm probably not going to do a Bashi tonight, Drac. Or if I do, I will commentate it because I hurt my wrist over the weekend. And I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk it, which I know is a little bit there. But what cars are people going for, I wonder? Zach, rate my livery, please. It looks nice. Let's have a little look. Red Dragon Racing. That's cool. It's nice. Done a good job on it. I think the only thing I lose on yours a little bit is the Red Dragon Racing, the white in the window tends to, when I'm watching here, seems to sort of disappear. And on the number plate, I'd sort of have it like you got on the bonnet, across the green bit. I think I'll probably stand out a bit better. Or what I would do is I'd put a black panel for the rear window, so you black it out and then put the white on. Having the see-through window, you just sort of lose it a little bit. That's the only thing, but otherwise it's nice. I like the Dragon, looks cool. Yeah, nice. Right. Yeah, nice one. 1:15 we're going to go. And I don't even know what car I'm going to go with. I mean, the G70, constantly in the G70 all the time. I might go a bit crazy. Run something I've not run in a while. Like the Sylvia. Don't know what tyres I need to be on. Not done Sylvia in a while. I might give that a run. So I'm going to go 1:15. So qualifier at. I can't believe it's 11:15 already. The thing is, normally I start streaming at 8 o'clock. I didn't start streaming till 9 o'clock tonight because Joe and I were watching the Terry. Good evening. Good night, Hulky. You look after yourself, mate. Get yourself well. We'll catch up with you tomorrow night. And yeah, you get yourself well. Yeah, we were watching the Soccer Aid tonight, Joe and I, because we were out last night. We watched it today, and so I jumped onto the stream a little bit late tonight. So it seems very strange to be starting at 9 o'clock and not at 8. But there we go. I'm loving the fact that most of you have not gone for the G70 that everybody seems to be going for with the GR4s. We've got Greg White's in the Mazda 3, as is Welsh Boy. Gamer Dan is in the GTR. Ollie's in the Hurricane. Pony Boy's jumped into the G70. I'm in the Sylvia, as is Drac Fury. Zach Froome is in the Scirocco. Scirocco's not a bad car because it was really strong around Bathurst. That Scirocco, I loved that week. Really good. Everybody was in the GTR. I jumped into Scirocco and was beating them. Loved it. New Era's in the Sylvia. So, well, 3 of us in the Sylvia. Rita's in that V8 Vantage. Another good choice of car. That could be good. Yeah, I was thinking about that one. Number 1 is in the Atenza. He's been sensible, number 1, because he's sticking with the Atenza like I was the other week to get the feel of the car. Maybe I should do that. But I'm going to go with the Sylvia for this one. And Borky's in the GTR for this. It is 1:15. Let's get the qualifying underway and we'll see how we go. Baronel, good evening. Good evening. Monza looks weird in that orientation. And what, the one without the chicane? The trouble without the chicane is I always get ready to turn, and of course it isn't there, but I've lifted and Oh, I cause lots of trouble. Lots and lots and lots and lots of trouble. Not a great fan of the non-chicane version, but it's not me picking the racetracks and the combos now. I've opened this up to the guys that are racing. And the first one I saw with the Outplay Station Racer. By the way, guys, not many people do this, but if you do Outplay Station Racer in the YouTube chat, it puts an orange box around my name. That jumps out, and I will pick up those comments quicker than those of you that are not using it or unable to use it. I do believe at the moment that you can't use it if you're on a mobile phone, which is a bit of a pain. But yeah, if you could use that PlayStation Racer, it will jump off the screen. And in particular, if you want a combo, use that at PlayStation Racer, because well, I'm going to see that first of all, and it tends to be the first thing I see is what I go for these days. And it doesn't tend to be the first thing on the screen, it's the first thing that I see. The way that we go. Oh, you're... No, I'm used to seeing it 90 degrees turned anti-clockwise. I'm with you. I'm with you, with you, with you. So do you normally play a different game then? Are you like playing ACC? I think, aren't you? Is that where you found us? Was ACC? I can't remember. Right. I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to play fair. Oh, I've done it again. Oh, you stupid person. Go on the inside of me, whoever that is. Broke for the chicane. I knew I was going to do it. I'm going to get out of the way of these guys as well, because I'm not going to wreck their lap because of my stupidity. I'm not going to race these guys. If I don't get round, I won't get another lap. So I'm going to have to go for it. Now I start my flying lap. A little bit closer to Vroom than I would have liked, but it is the way that it rumbles. Right, so no chicane, carry straight on. The thing is, you've got all the boards and stuff there, inviting you to stop. Then of course you go into this one super quick. Feel the tyres just wrecking the tarmac through there. Oh, nearly. I think Rita just jumped out of my way there, knowing that I'm on a single flyer. So thank you for that, my friend, but there was no need to do that. bit out of touch with the chat at the moment. I'll leave you to chat amongst yourselves for the moment. Greg White's done a 1:49.8. That's the fastest lap. I'm currently done a 1:58.3. This is not a great lap, but I've got to make it count. Brake late and hard. Turned in on the power as soon as we can. Just see if we can carry this to the line. Now, I'm not going to completely cut this. I'm going to just put two wheels on the track. Where does it put us in? 6th. We've got ourselves in 6th. Greg White is out front at the moment. Zach Vroom in 2nd in the Scirocco. Told you the Scirocco was quick. It's a good choice. Obviously the Mazda 3 used to be the go-to car for the longest time. Started to come back. A few people are starting to pick that now, which is quite nice. Pony Boy in the G70. Obviously the meta car for most of the tracks at the moment. Just seems to be constantly the go-to car since the last update. It's no doubt it's going to be nerfed in the next one, you can be sure of that, I would think. Welsh Boy in 4th in the Mazda 3, then Gamer Dan in the GTR in 5th, Ollie in the Hurricane, number 1 in the Atenza, annoyingly ahead of me by a good second, ahead of me. Drat Fury in 8th. I'm in 9th, New Era 10th, Rita is in 11th at the moment, they're still running. She could improve, and then Borky in 12th. But I've got to watch number 1 here. Number 1 is getting some good practice in the Atenza, getting some good results. And I'm thinking I've made a mistake here. I'm thinking I should have gone with the Atenza and see how we do. Terry's having a lot of fun with a new wheel this weekend. I can place last like a champ. He's got a brand new, a Fanatec, didn't you? I think you got a Fanatec wheel. The key thing though is, are you enjoying it, my friend? Are you enjoying the Fanatec wheel? That is the main thing. It doesn't matter how you're doing, because the speed will come. Anybody that goes from a controller to a wheel always seems to get slower. Oh yeah, it's woken the game up. Absolutely it has. Absolutely it does. Absolutely. That's what you wanted, the immersion. With mine, I don't know about yours, but I get rumbles through the rig. You can feel the tyres scrubbing on the tarmac and all sorts of fine detail that really bring this game to life. Love it. I love it. Right. No chicane, Mr. Morgan. No chicane. Right, we'll get past the pink car, because you know what we like with pink cars. Pink cars should be banned. The trouble is, I'm losing my slipstream here because Drat Fury's come over and number 1 went one way, Drat Fury came the other. I was unable to get over while we were negotiating the pink car. The pink car was still right there, and I'm going off while I'm talking. What was all that about? What was all that about? I know what that was about. I was too busy watching the pink car, so I didn't run him off or cause a problem, and forgot all about braking for the corner. Not a problem. We'll keep going. There will be penalties. There will be crashes. You can be assured of that. I know who that is. That's a red and yellow car. Even though I can't really see the colour, I can just see the red on the tops. Go on, Rita, go for it. Oh, I missed my braking there, watching Rita as well. Come on. Why am I not racing the track? I'm just doing what the car in front does. No. I lately keep hearing the word tarmac. Is that another word for asphalt or something? Yes, it is. In the UK, we call it tarmac. Tarmac, Adam. But tarmac for short. And it is the same for asphalt. But of course, I live in the UK. I speak English. Therefore, it is tarmac. That is the only name for it. It's also why very often when I'm talking on the stream I talk about eating on the black stuff, because obviously tarmac or tarmacadam doesn't always translate very well. But yes, it's the tarmacadam or asphalt is all the same thing. It is the black stuff that we love to race on. Although in the UK, most of our roads are not made out of tarmac. They're made out of what we fondly refer to as potholes. This is where the tarmac is laid on top of an MOT base, which is an aggregate base. You then have a lot of cars and trucks run over it, rip it up, and you have blooming great holes everywhere that rip your cars to pieces. Anybody who's driven in the UK will know exactly what I'm talking about. Anybody that has driven in Northamptonshire will have super... the word I won't begin to with S, but I can't think what it is now. It's sympathy is the word I'm looking for. They will have sympathy for anybody who lives in Northamptonshire, because I think we have the worst roads on the planet. Not helped by the fact that whoever will lay a beautiful, lovely, smooth road on lovely new tarmac or asphalt or black stuff. 5 minutes later, the utility companies will come along and dig it up. Like the electric company will dig it up, and then they'll relay it with a big patch. And then after that, you'll have the gas companies will come along and they'll open it up, and then they'll patch it, closed it. And a little while later on, the water companies will come along and they'll dig it up, and then they'll put a third patch in. So you've got this beautiful, silky smooth bit of road with 3 stupid patches in it. And then of course what happens is you get the trucks going over it, the cars going over it, and they start ripping it all up. And then we all go, hello, pothole! Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started on potholes. They smash your wheels, they break your tyres, they wreck your suspension. And there's nothing you can do about it except to pay your car tax. No, if I've got a 1 second penalty. Aston Martin looks nice, doesn't it? Like a cool car. Done so nicely, it sounds good, looks good. Corners beautifully. Oh, somebody's saying it's because the British make such great races. I've got to read the rest of that. There's going to be a downside coming, because you've learned to avoid potholes like a champ. So what you're trying to say then, there is some hope for me then. I could become a great racer, but I'm not at the moment. It's hope for me. I'm good at avoiding potholes. That's really important. Have you ever driven in New Jersey, Rich? UK could learn a thing or two. Okay. Yes, I have. Well, no, I've never driven in New Jersey, but I've obviously been in a car around New Jersey. They have silky smooth, beautiful roads wherever I was. Obviously, they must have some potholes from what that comment is, but I don't recall them. Oh, Rita's got the half second now. You've lost a wheel before. That's rather careless, my friend. when you take it to the garage and you take a wheel off and you do something with it, you're supposed to put it back on with bolts, my friend. Stops you from losing wheels. Of course, I do know the context of that statement. You've lost wheels because of potholes. That's got to be bad. Oh, that's got to be bad. To lose a wheel from a pothole. I've had a tyre shredded from a pothole once. I caught a pothole at speed, didn't see it. Caught a big pothole at speed, and it went with such a bang that the aluminium wheel, the alloy wheel, cut marks in the tyre, and before I could stop it, she completely shredded the tyre, really badly. I've just lifted a little bit so that Rita can catch up. She'll probably go by in a moment. Ripped the tyre, bent the alloy joint in a oh, not good. Not good. We've got over 50 people registered for PSR now. Blows my mind. Here comes Rita. Oh, I was waiting for the bump. It didn't happen. She's going for the move. She's going for the move. She got 1 second penalty again. Rita, what is it you and the 1 second penalties? You're collecting penalties like they're going out of fashion, my friend. I'm going to beat Rita for once because she always beats me, and I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to bring it home. It's mainly because I've got yellow and red on my car, you see. Yellow and red is TCSRL colours. And I also want to be ninth. Oh, I'm being naughty. Being naughty. Now back to Gran Turismo. I notice how pay to win they are. Tune the car to the brim and win by default. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Well, I'm actually getting a lot of enjoyment at the moment of putting on the hard settings and then going for a car that is competitive. I'm thoroughly enjoying that right now. Yeah. So we will go save replay. I'm going to save this one away. I'm trying to get in the habit this week of doing the save replays because I've been joining Hulky and he did say originally that everybody should save the replay, and I've been the worst. I've been terrible, so I must get in the habit of saving the replays, especially if I'm going to be hosting on Wednesday. Whoa. Bombity boom, boomity bum. While we're waiting, if you haven't already, could you hit that like button for this video? If you haven't already, and if you're new around here and you haven't already, please smack that subscribe button. It would be really, really nice if you could do that. Ponyboy was the winner on that one with a 150.2. Zach Vroom in the Scirocco. I told you it was going to be good. I did tell you that Scirocco was going to be good. A 149.9 and the fastest lap. Underrated, that Scirocco, as far as the GR4 car is concerned. Welsh, be interesting to see how that does around Watkins Glen, that Scirocco. Maybe one to try tomorrow for science. A Welsh boy in third with a 150.8. Greg White in fourth. Gamer Down fifth. Drac Fury sixth. Borky seventh. New Era in eighth. I got ninth. Rita 10th. Ollie in 11th. Number one in 12th. Ponyboy. Gamer Dan. Panorama. Is Panorama in COT a serious suggestion, Dan? If it is, I'll do it. Rita broke a wheel on a ZEV4 hitting a pothole in Wiltshire. That cost a few pennies to replace that wheel. I can imagine. Drat wants to do a bishy bashy next. Who wants to do a bishy? Who wants to do a crashy race? Give me a thumbs up if you want to do a sensible. Give me a thumbs down if you want to do a bashy. I'm only going to be able to do one more because I've got to finish at 12. I've got to finish at 12 tonight. Thumbs up for sensible, down for bishy. Thumbs up. Rita wants to do a sensible. Number one wants a bishy. Borky's sensible. Drax are down. I'm getting a bit mixed here. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to do two. I'll do two races. We're doing 2 races. I could go on all night, you know. There's so many. Super Formula at Spa would be good. The 350 or the 3500 would be good at Spa. Oh, so many good ones. I'm not going to run this one. I'm going to commentate this because I can't stand the cards. So I'm going to commentate on this one. I'm not going to be running it. Just doing one lap around here, and we'll see how things go. Yeah, how long does it take to do a lap? Let's just follow Zach Vroom around and we'll see how long it takes to do a lap around it. I think Zach's out front at the moment. Oh, he's just binned it, so that's not going to help me, is it? So we'll jump on board with Dan. Brute 4 speeds. Really? Good night, Rita. Good night, my friend. So Dan's only just coming down the hill. And we haven't even got a representative time from anybody at the moment. I don't think anybody's set a time yet. Let's see. Good night, New Era. Good night, my friend. I think this could be a lobby killer, but we'll see how we go. The Dan's just coming around to the bottom of the track, so I think he's done a reasonable run. Let's just see what his lap time is. So I was looking for about a 5-minute race, just a quick 5-minute one. It's a 2:36, so if I make this a 2-lap race, we'll make this one a 2-lapper. So make it a 2-lapper. And I'm going to go as soon as everybody's ticked in. So we've got Greg White, Gamer Dan, Pony Boy, Zach Vroom, Welsh Boy, Ollie, Borky, number 1, all in this one. So I'm just waiting for Ollie to join, and then I will get this one underway. I think somebody said they were just going off to buy the car. Not sure who that was. Oh, Ollie was just off to buy it. So okay, we're now in. So Greg White, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, Pony Boy, Jack Fury, Zach Vroom. Okay, so it's everybody is ready to rumble. We will start the race. Good luck, everybody. Normal rules apply, please. Race is going to begin shortly. We will spectate, and I'm going to put some replay information on very, very quickly. We are waiting for the lights. Where are the lights? We are go at Mount Panorama. Oh, we've got a car that is stalled on the grid there. Not quite sure who that was. Was that Borky or Ollie? I'm not quite sure, but we go into the first corner. Oh, Welsh Boy almost gets it into, it is onto the grass. Greg White decides to take a trip into the pit lane. Then he's going across the grass as well. I don't know quite what Greg White is doing. We've also got Welsh Boy in the grass too, in that one. So all sorts of weird shenanigans going on. But out front it is Jack Fury from Gamer Dan, from Pony Boy. We said the only 3 that really sort of seem to have got away. Just behind we've got another little group though. Number 1, Pops, Zach Vroom and Borky seem to be in a bit of a battle at the moment. Oh, it's somebody going around there badly. I'm not quite sure who that was. There was a big old spin from the yellow and red DHL car. I think that was. It might have been number 1, Pops. Don't quote me on that one. I'm not quite sure. But we're just on board with Gamer Dan at the moment, who's chasing down Jack Fury, who is out front by some 1.2 seconds. Gamer Dan 1.1 ahead of Pony Boy. Pony Boy currently just 0.6 ahead of Ollie, who is chasing hard, but he's got Borky right on his tail. Oh, Ollie jumps into 3rd place there now, so I think we've just lost somebody. I haven't got a clue who. It's changing all the time at the moment, but Jack Fury is out front. Drac is 1.2 ahead as we go down the twiddly bit of the mountain. Gamer Dan just 1 second behind at the moment. They're going to come down to the tight left-hander. This is all important to get a good run down the straight. Gamer Dan just fighting the back end of his car as he rotates that corner. These two now 4 seconds ahead of Borky. Borky in clean air as well. He's got 4 seconds to the car behind. Number 1 Pops has just got Ollie 0.5 behind him. So this is a bit of a battle. Just a bit further back, we've got a battle with, so it's number 1 Pops and Ollie is that battle. Welsh Boy is on his own. Greg White is on his own. Zach Vroom, these guys have been struggling a little bit. Pony Boy right at the back on this one, but Jack Fury is still out front by some 1.6 seconds. Gamer Dan pushing hard. If I know him, he is going to make sure that he is going to do some of this as we come down underneath the Armour All Bridge. Hard on the brakes for the final corner. Getting those carts rotated. We've got 1 more lap to go. Can these two hold it together out front for 1 more lap? Can Gamer Dan get on the back of Jack Fury? Jack Fury 1.4 ahead now. These two guys 5 seconds clear of Borky behind. Borky is maintaining the gap to Ollie behind, so 5-6 seconds. Ollie is some 8.7 ahead, so we've got a real spread out field here. We've got number 1 chasing down Greg White, chasing Welsh Boy. Again, there's a little bit of a gap between them. Greg White, I think that was just getting a little bit loose on the exit of the curve there. Let's just dive up front at the moment. Jack Fury 1 second ahead of Gamer Dan. Not quite got the close racing that I was expecting in this one. It's very, very, very much spread out, if I'm honest. So we'll just see what Dan can do with Drat Fury. He's closed Drat Fury down to half a second now. These are your leaders. There is a bit of a battle going on behind between Gorky and Ollie. Just 1 second between those two. Gamer Dan has now closed down massively. He's right on the back bumper of Drat Fury. He's going to make a move as they go over the top to descend down the mountain. This is the left, right, and then we're going to come down to that all-important left turn in a moment for the downhill section. So we're going to rotate the left-hander. Who's going to get the best exit there? At the moment, it seems to be fairly close, I have to say. Gamer Dan with the slight advantage is also going to have a little bit of slipstream. Drat Fury just a little bit of a wobble there. I'm not quite sure what all that was about. But Gamer Dan closing. 1.8. They're going to be almost side by side as they go through the right-hand kink. And then they're going to be hard on the brakes for the left and the right to head down towards the finish. And this will be the finish because we've just got the 2 laps here to do. Gamer Dan just a bit. Oh, Drat Fury's on the grass. It's going to let Gamer Dan through. Gamer Dan does actually take that place. So a rare mistake from Drat Fury there. We head down towards the last corner. Can Gamer Dan hold this? Can Drat Fury get through? Drat Fury using all of the curbs and more, but he can't hold it. He does put it off into the barrier, I think, and Gamer Dan is going to come across to take first place. Drat Fury in a cloud of smoke just gathering up to come across the line in second, some 8.8 seconds behind. Ollie with Gorky right close on his back bumper. He comes across for third, Gorky fourth. Red White just ahead of Welsh Boy for 5th and 6th. And we've got number 1 Pops coming underneath the Armour All bridge to negotiate the final corner, but he's taking out the meter markers there, or the brake markers. He's going to come across to take 7th place. Zach Vroom is going to pick up 8th, and Pony Boy last but not least. And respect to Pony Boy, he's seen this right the way through to the end. He must have had a mare of a race. Pony Boy, one of the fast racers in the GR cars. Quite clearly the kart's not his bag, but you can't be good at everything. But as I said, respect. He's going to bring this home for 9th place. Just circulating the last corner. A little bit of a wriggle on the exit as he gets on the power. And he's going to come across the line to finish in 9th place. So those are your runners with that one. Oh, Welsh Boy says, karts are rubbish and great. I love it. Right, okay. Zach really wants to go the Super Formula at Spa. Where are we? Where's Spa? I kind of see it. Spa, full course. We're going to go 3 laps here. Really quick one. Really quick. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's do this. Very quick one. Okay, I tell you what, actually, I don't know. just Super Formula for this one. What I'm going to do is, oh, come on, what's going on here? Just a Super Formula for this one. And then we'll do the F3 500 at Tokyo in the 3500. Right, we need to have nitrous on here. I always forget to do that. Sorry, Zach. I am actually going to sit these ones out because my wrist is starting to ache a little bit and I don't want to hurt it. So I'm just going to sit both these two races out. I'm going to commentate both. So I apologise for not racing. But yeah, I do not want to hurt my wrist. It's been a lot better today. But I hurt it in the garden over the weekend. Really annoying, just lifting something. But when I was helping to do Liam's patio, I was running a wheelbarrow through a gate and I managed to smash my hand between the wheelbarrow handle and the gate post, which is a really silly thing to do. And occasionally I catch it, so caught it a little bit, but there we go. Right, so I'm gonna hopefully get this one away. So this one, the race is going to be at 23:55 because otherwise I'm going to be in a little bit of a problem with time. Ollie's just asked me to wait, so I've got Ollie's in. I'm just waiting on Pony Boy. Let's just see if he is racing. And then we'll get this one underway. Okay, I'm just going to give Pony Boy a moment for him to tick in. And then we'll get going. So we've got Greg White, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, Drat Fury, Zach Vroom, Number One Pops, Borky, Pony Boy, and Pony Boy and Borky. And Borky's just changing his car as well. Most people have gone for the 19. I think the 19 has a little bit more grunt. Pony Boy, can you tick in, mate? Please tick in. Maybe need a rethink for the next race car. Why? Why do I need to do a rethink, Drac? Is it because most people won't have it? Right, let's get this one underway. We've got everybody ready. I am going to get this one going right now. We've got 10 runners. Greg White, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, Pony Boy, Drat Fury, Zach Vroom, Number One, Borky, and I'm going to be commentating on this one. So let's get going. Start the race is what I wanted to do. I'm getting so tired. Can't think what buttons I'm pressing now. God, there's somebody zigzagging a lot down there. Boost is not on this one, no. I do boost on the next one. So yeah, we'll do boost on the Smashy Bashy. I want to spectate, and I also want to put I'm behind on where I needed to be. So we'll go at Spa. We've got Greg White leading away from Welsh Boy with Gamer Dan and then Ollie. How is it all going to go through the pinch point into the first corner? Oh, Pony Boy gets into the side of somebody. You've got squeezed. I think that's always going to be a little bit missed through that first corner. So Greg White goes up through Eau Rouge in first place. Zach Vroom in second, just half a second behind. We've got number one Pops is, well, he's now in front. If I pause for a moment, number one makes a beautiful move on Zach Vroom there. Gamer Dan in fourth at the moment with Welsh Boy behind. These two having another ding-dong battle tonight. Oh, Gamer Dan going really wide into that corner. He is in front of Welsh Boy still, but out front it is Greg White for number one Pops from Zach Vroom. Then we've got Gamer Dan in fourth, Welsh Boy fifth, Pony Boy in sixth. So much going on, it's hard to see and commentate. Ollie is in seventh. I think that was Drac Fury getting very, very switchy, wormy, loose, whatever the word is I'm looking for, on the exit of that corner there. Borky in eighth, and Pony Boy struggling again in ninth. One of the guys that is very, very good in the GL cars. Oh, it's Greg White on the gravel there. How did he not drop and lose that? That has put Zach Vroom right on his back bumper, but Zach Vroom now has a half-second penalty. So Greg White dancing with the gravel. He managed to gather it up, but it is Zach Vroom who's hit the front, but with a half-second penalty as we come down to the chicane before the start-finish. They're going to go right and left, and they're going to come across the start-finishing line. They're then going to head into the tight right-hander and then down a hill. Brave through Rouge and then down the Camel Straight. Let's see how things pan out with this one. So Zach Vroom out in front by 1 second, but with a half-second penalty. Is he managing to build a lead that will be enough to see him through the penalty? We're not going to know until very, very, very late in the lap. Zach Vroom has got a lot of time to build the gap, but Greg White has also got a lot of time to close the gap. How is it going to pan out? Number one Pops is right on the back of Greg White. Number one Pops going really, really well in this car. Oh, Zach Vroom drops it and falls right the way back to fifth, and he's going to have dirty tyres. That promotes Greg White up into first, but this has put a real race on the cards. Now as Gamer Dan gets it loose and almost drops it, on earth did Gamer Dan hit control of that car through there? That was insane. The save of the century, I think that was absolutely amazing. At the moment we have got Greg White out front by just about 1 second. Number one Pops in second, 1.2 ahead of Gamer Dan. Gamer Dan only 0.6 ahead of Welsh Boy. They've been stuck together like glue all night again, those two. I think every time I look, it's Welsh Boy and Gamer Dan chasing each other. Drac Fury's fallen back to, he's falling back badly. I don't know if that was a penalty being served there, or just dropping it? I'm not quite sure. That car was all over the shop there. Pony Boy, unfortunately, on his own, but out front we've got number one going for a move around the outside of Greg White into the first corner. Beautifully done, lovely executed corner. I don't know whether he did that under overtake or through the chicane. We just caught the end of it. But number one, I'll remind you, number one is the guy that I've got to watch in the race on Wednesday. He's racing really well tonight and got me very, very, very worried as Greg White goes for a move up the inside as they come down towards the chicane at the end of the Camel Straight. We're going to go right, we're going to sweep across to the left, we're going to sweep back for this long left-hander, then we're going to go down a hill into the tight right, then we've got the tight left. So this one almost comes back on itself, almost like a hairpin. It's not quite a hairpin, it's like an elongated hairpin. Then we're going to come down the hill to the super, super, super fast left. Are they going to break through here? No, of course they're not. They're going to keep this flat, 6th gear, leaning on the downforce, and Greg using a chunk of the overtake there. Number 1 pops. Well, I'm not going to talk about the overtake button too much because that's going to give too much away, but the overtake button could well come into play as we come towards the closing stages of this lap. There's a few racers with next to none. There's a few racers that have got some. This is going to be interesting. Number 1 pop is just 1 second off of Greg White at the moment. Game of Dan 1.3 back and less than 1 second ahead of Welsh Boy. So as we come to the final corner, it is Greg White that is going to come across the line in first place, followed by number 1 pops, Game of Dan, and then Welsh Boy. A little bit further back, we're going to have Ollie coming across in 5th, with Zach Groom recovering in 6th, Porky in 7th, Trap Fury is going to come across in 8th. Pony Boy, again, I think we found a car that is not to his liking. He's going to come across in 9th. And that is your first to 9th, your top 3, Greg White, number 1 pops, and Game of Dan. I will save that one for anybody that feels it warrants some review, or somebody wants to create a video out of it. I don't know. We will save it and share it. But there we go. A Game of Dan says this is feeling like a Friday night. It's certainly looking like last Friday night. You and Welsh Boy are stuck together like crazy. Drat Fury just saying, Zach, your rejoin cost me a 2.5 second penalty. Please use your radar. Oh, let's just put a note out there. Please use your radar. And the track map. Map when rejoining. Ah, it's all right. It's fine. He's in the chat. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Right. Okay. Let's get into this one. This is going to be the last one of the night. We're going to be heading off to Tokyo Expressway because we need the walls. We definitely need the walls. I'm going to go 5 laps on this one because I am over my curfew. We're going to go midnight. That's fine. Grid start fastest first. BOP is on. Setting some. That's fine. Boost is strong. Slip is strong. Damage is none. Tyre wear is off. I've got a full whack on that just because. No limiter. Racing soft tyres. Required type. Nitrous is required. That's all good. That's all fine. Actually, I'm going to go nitrous unrestricted. Shortcut penalty is off. Wall collisions off. Car collision off. Ghosting is off. I need to think now. I'm getting tired. All off, 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 off. How many people have got the F3500? We'll see how many people have got this one. Looks like most people have got this car. It's good. That's looking good. So this one is a smashy, crashy race. I think we all know the rules. The main one is please no wall riding. We did have reports of people wall riding recently. So basically, don't bump draft the first run, the leader, and don't wall ride. That's all we are asking for. So we've got Greg White, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, Pony Boy, Drat Fury, Zach Vroom, Number One, Borky, Robson's just joining, and me. And then as soon as Robson's in, we're going to get going. So Robson's in. Let's start this one. I'm not racing it because, as I said, I don't want to hurt my hand. But I am going to commentate on this. 5 laps, which is 3 laps shorter than we normally do. Good evening, Robson. 3 laps shorter than we normally do, but that's absolutely fine. I am never going to be able to keep up with all of the action in this one, so we'll just see what happens. I'm just going to turn it down slightly. It's a bit screamy. I don't need the sound up high. So we've got Greg White leading us away with Welsh Boy, then Gamer Dan, Ollie, Pony Boy, Robson, Rat Fury in that room. It's already pandemonium at the back. We've got Greg White, Borky, Pony Boy. Oh, look at this! This is like a dance. They're all doing a dance. Hardly yet. Oh my gosh! Welsh Boy's going backwards. Has anybody going away? Rat Fury's decided to turn around and go back because he's missing out on all the fun. Number One Pops is actually now going for it. I think he's going to be in a race of one because behind it is just pandemonium. Borky getting crashed out badly there. Nowhere to look. All I can really do is just randomly just skip through how things are going. At the moment, we've got Number One Pops is out front by 4.5 seconds. Robson in second. Zach Vroom. So these 3 are actually going for it. It looks like most people are actually going for it a little bit at the moment now. But one of the craziest starts to one of the craziest races you're ever likely to see and do. It was just cars everywhere. It was like they were all just doing a folk dance on the start finish line. I can't believe it. Some of the strangest. That would make a great short for somebody who hasn't got a clue what's going on with all the cars everywhere. Just that little clip. What on earth is going on? So we've got Ollie, 2K. He's going well in 6th. We've got Drat Fury in 7th. Borky in 8th. Robson in 9th. Pony Boy in 10th. Pony Boy really struggling with these cars. You'll be wondering what on earth PSR and Mitchell Morgan are doing tonight. But Number One, 6.1 seconds out front in a gorgeous livery. Is that the United Colours of Benetton livery with the camel and the green from back in the day? I can't remember. Yeah, United Colours of Benetton. Thought it might be. Just needed to see the side of the car. But beautifully turned out car. Really looking absolutely beautiful. So we've got the overhead cam shot as he heads up the ramp to go through the right, then the left, the long sweeping corners. You can take these flat out in this car. There's only really a couple of corners you need to brake in this car, and that is the 2 end points. Sparks flying out of that car. A little bit further back, we've got Greg White in second now with Welsh Boy behind and Gamer Dan. Are any of these guys they're going to work together? Are we going to bump each other? Are we going to see any more shenanigans? Everything seems to be pretty settled down. I'm watching the track map at the moment to see if there is any bumping going on. But at the moment, it's Welsh Boy, Greg White, Gamer Dan, Welsh Boy and Gamer Dan stuck together like glue again. I mean, has either of them told them that they're not the only 2 in the race? Does one of them have a tow rope and towing the other one round or something? I mean, there's got to be something strange going on. Maybe they've just fallen in love with each other. I don't know. Are we going to have a wedding at the end of this or something? Oh no, look, the wedding's over. The wedding's over. Gamer Dad's decided to romp away. He's had enough of it. Oh no, he's gone around. He's gone around. Welsh boy. I don't know whether there's some sort of affair that's gone on that's come to light, but Welsh boy seemed to do it for Gamer Dan there, and Gamer Dan is now floundering around in fifth. He's back running. He's going to chase down his partner, who's in third at the moment. Welsh boy's like, no, I'm going to run away. I've had enough of you, mate. I've had enough of you for a few days. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to chase down Zach Vroom. Maybe Zach Vroom, maybe Welsh boy and Zach Vroom are going to get into a good old ding-dong battle here, and they're going to drop Gamer Dan, but Gamer Dan, I think he's chasing down Greg White now. So Greg White is the meat in a Welsh boy Gamer Dan sandwich here. I don't know what sort of meat Greg White is, but as I say that, Jack Fury joins the party. He's thinking, oh well, we're going to have meat and two veg in here. So I don't know which one's the meat and which one's the two veg, and assuming that Greg is the meat, what two veg is Jack Fury? But no, Gamer Dan says we don't want any salad in our sandwich. He goes through, gets past Jack Fury, but unfortunately the meat still is in the sandwich between Welsh boy and Gamer Dan, and it's called Greg White. Jack Fury, he's saying, no, come on guys, need some salad in this sandwich. I'm going to chase you down. I'm going to chase you down. But out front, Zach Vroom and number one Pops absolutely wheel to wheel to wheel. I thought the number one Pops was going to turn Zach Vroom around there. Welsh boy trying to get in on the party too. Oh, lovely move. Number 3 wide there. Zach Vroom, number 1, and Welsh boy. Zach Vroom is going to come out of that in front. I think Welsh boy, I don't know, what have we got? Have we got a can of ketchup and mayonnaise, and Welsh boy's not quite sure which he wants in the sandwich? Come on, Welsh boy. Is it mayonnaise or ketchup that you want? We need to know. We need to decide actually which is which. I suppose Zach Vroom really needs to be the mayonnaise. It's sort of the more creamy, really sort of coloured car, and I guess that I don't know, but ketchup on the red car. I don't know. Vroom is ketchup. Number 1 is the mayonnaise. Oh, ketchup gets binned. Zach Vroom is spin. He's still spinning, and he's into the wall. That's going to let Jack Fury and Gamer Dan through. Oh, Gamer Dan catches the back of him. So now Gamer Dan demoted to 6th on lap 4. So in our sandwich, we now have number 1 Pops out front. Welsh boy still trying to chase the mayonnaise to get in the sandwich. Then we've got Jack Fury. So he has decided we're going to have some salad in this sandwich. Greg White has joined the party. No, he's still in there. He's the meat, isn't he? He's the meat. The meat and the two veg. Zach Vroom has joined the party. I don't know quite what he's brought into the party. Oh, he bought the ketchup, didn't he? Yes, Mitchell Morgan's losing the plot. So we've now got the sandwich that is made up of Welsh boy chasing down the mayonnaise and still not quite managing. The mayonnaise is still running away. Then we've got Welsh boy in 2nd. We've got Greg White, the meat, in 3rd. We've got Jack Fury. What was Jack Fury? I can't remember. I haven't got a clue. Oh, he was the two veg. We've got Zach Vroom with the ketchup. This is a horrible tasting sandwich, isn't it? We've got meat, two veg, and tomato ketchup. But Porky Pig is in there. Get it? Porky Pig. I'm not being rude, but we've now got some pork in this one. Ollie's joined the party as well. So Ollie, he's dropped some olive oil into this sandwich. Oh, but he spins on the olive oil and he takes out the other car as well. But so we decided we didn't want olive oil in there. The olive oil got a bit slippery and took Borky and olive oil out. So unfortunately, we've lost the Porky Pig. We've lost our pork in there. And so now, Welsh boy has finally got the mayonnaise in the sandwich. Congratulations, my friend. We have mayonnaise in our sandwich. And we've got Greg White with the meat. He's going to come across in third. Drought Fury keeping the 2 veg in there. And Gamer Dad says we're going to go meat, 2 veg, and a bit of mayonnaise in our sandwich. That is it. We're done for the night. Terry, good evening, my friends. He's got to run. Good night, all. Thanks for the entertainment. Catch you next time. So there we go. Welsh Boy was your winner on that one. He's got to be frazzled in that VR, I tell you. Number 1 Pops in second. Number 1 Pops has driven really well tonight. If number 1 drives like this on Wednesday, I am worried. Scratch that. Rewind. I am worried. He's driven really, really well tonight. Loved it. Absolutely banging race. That start was insane. Absolutely insane. Right, I have a black Labrador that is desperate to go down the road because he's very, very hot. I'm going to take him for a midnight walk so as he can cool down, and then we'll settle down for the night. So thank you ever so much to everybody that has raced with me this evening. Thank you to everybody that has liked and subscribed. Thank you to everybody that supported the channel by racing, by watching, for everything that you do that enables me to keep doing this Monday to Friday. Whether we'll be back at 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow, I'm not quite sure. We've got an awful lot going on, Joanna and I, with the house at the moment. I've got some big stuff going on at work at the moment. So it may well be that we will start at 9 and we'll just go straight into lobby racing. Hey guys, if I find that I've got another full room of lobby racers, I may well do another lobby race because my head is not in the game at the moment for racing, and the daily races, I just don't know if I'm cut out for those at the moment. Get the house moved and I'll be back into the daily races. They're not going away. They are going to be back, just not quite sure at the moment. So I'm going to wish everybody a really, really nice evening, morning, night, day, afternoon, whatever I've missed. Have a great one. I'm completely shattered. We have some great racing, some great entertainment. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and come back and meet with us tomorrow. Either 8 or 9, watch the Discord. I'll announce it tomorrow. For now, take care. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye.